My boyfriend's dad called me sweetheart on Christmas Eve and it broke me. Me, 20, and my boyfriend, 20, celebrated Christmas with our own families at our homes. We both live with our parents obviously, and I visited my boyfriend's family that night when I was done with the celebrations with my own. As we all chatted, because it was addressed, my boyfriend began showing off a gift I had given him on our anniversary previously which he had crafted all by himself and with a little help from me. It was a Japanese Sakura-themed book Nook. We watched as he explained it to his grandma, talking loudly and slowly so she could understand everything, which was just cute. Then his dad kept saying some funny and sweet things to me about how he thought it was an awesome gift and how proud my boyfriend is. In the dad's words, when he first showed it to me, I could see how proud and confident he was that his big and clumsy hands created something this delicate and beautiful. It was really pleasant and nice. But then, his dad turned his head to me from where he was sitting while I was standing beside him, looked up into my eyes and asked, "Are you still hungry, sweetheart?" I froze. It felt like the most welcome punch in the gut I ever got. Like I still feel teary-eyed. I tried not to let it show, but inside I felt like crying a little. It felt like the first bit of fatherly warmth in a decade. It hurt especially much because I cut contact with my deadbeat dad just 2 months prior to this. He was never present, but when I gave my dad a chance that October, it was dumb but it felt like he changed. He canceled the plans I made last minute to instead spend time with his new girlfriend. I felt so unloved and unimportant. He didn't even hesitate. Some things went down after I told him how sad that is to me, and he said some awful things to defend himself. I promised to never speak to him again. My boyfriend's dad is a little like my own when it comes to personality, just that he is very present in his family's and son's lives and is a dedicated, hard-working father. So to hear him call me sweetheart and ask if I'm hungry, it just tore at my heart. It made me ask myself, has my dad ever asked me that? I said yes, and he asked if he should reheat some of what they cooked for Christmas dinner for me. He made me a nice plate and we waited as it turned in the microwave. I mentioned that my dad stayed quiet today too, on Christmas Eve, which didn't shock me. My boyfriend's dad gave me some sweet words of encouragement and gave me some comfort and good advice, which I still think about today. We sat down at the dinner table while everyone around chatted and I kept thinking about his words, and how warm my soul felt. How real, genuine and how good it felt. I felt like I was 7 again, missing the warmth from my father, just to now sit and eat a nice meal with some very nice people. Yet something inside me said, maybe you misheard him, or he probably didn't even mean it or regrets it now. Then, oh my God. I finished the plate and my boyfriend's dad, who sat across from me, noticed. They kept chatting, and when things were a little quieter, he leaned forward, looked at my plate and with the sweetest tone he asked again, "Do you need more, sweetheart? Or are you full?" I died. Inside, I just about died. I just nodded and replied like a little girl. I felt like one, to be honest. I said it was delicious, smiled and thanked him. That feeling stayed the whole time I was there, until I made myself ready to go back home. When I said my goodbyes, I thanked him again. I think he knew what I meant, because he just said, "Of course. Drive home safely, sweetie." I cried when I drove home. Safe to say I didn't even waste a single thought on my bio dad's absence for the rest of the week.